Okay, what's up? What's up, YouTube? We're going to play. We're not going to play anything. This is not a video where I do a gameplay. This is a video where we do a YouTube reaction like the old days, where I just sit in the corner of the screen and say nothing until the video's over. We're just gonna go like, yes, yes, yes. Today we're going to watch the Dev Diary 2. I haven't watched it. I told people on my Discord if they spoiled me that they expect to have their head blown off smooth in game. I haven't looked at the Steam post. I haven't looked at the video. I haven't looked at any other guy posting videos. I'm not doing that. If I kept my eyes away. I played Factorio all night yesterday until I got real tired and went to sleep. And I also watched the Germany-Ecuador football match, but that doesn't matter to the whole story. I don't know what's going on. I expect they tell us about what the hell the upside down mountain shrines are. Maybe we will see about that. Maybe we'll see nothing. Maybe this is just a 3-minute nothing burger, and I'm just as confused as last time. What I want to know is what the fuck the new items are, like the new item class, and what the hell the upside down M is, like the upside down mountain shrine. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello. This is the Dev Diary 2. Let's watch.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dev Diary number 2 for the upcoming Risk of Rain 2 DLC, Hallowed Concepts.
Okay.
In today's sneak peek we'll be looking at the 2 new item tiers being introduced.
Yay! The 2 new item tiers! Yes! Still not the thing the most important thing. I want to know what the hell the upside down M is from the DLC post and whatever they did. Like the first Dev Diary.
Hexes and hallowed items. But before
Hallowed
that,
item.
hold on.
Holy shit. He's geeking!
And you're wishlisting hallowed concepts
it's me!
right now.
I already did that. Chances are, if you are watching this, you already know that the DLC is coming out. Like, the chance that you don't play Risk of Rain, but you're watching this stream or video is very small. So if you haven't wishlisted the thing, go do that. It looks kind of cool, but I don't know how it plays. So just wishlist it. Don't get too eager. It looks cool. It looks cool. Holy shit, this is a skin. This is a Huntress skin. What? What is that? Why does she look like that?
Diary number 1, we talked about the design goals for the DLC.
Look! That's basically normal. But, there's vultures again. Bro, Gearbox, please. Every stage that you make has fucking vultures on it, man. This is the This is the stage that they teased, I think, because of the big trees. I think this is a stage 1, and this looks like a Lynx totem.
See how we want players to earn
like
power via greater challenges in this update, and the new item tiers.
Why are there jellyfishes there? I fucking hate that stage already.
The 2 tiers are tied at the hip. In order to get the unique benefits of the hallowed items, you'll need to endure the pain and suffering of the hexes. Let's start.
Oh, look! Hold on, we'll go back, but look at this skin. That's an interesting looking. That's fungus mercenary mushroom. Mario. Okay, hold on.
Let's start with the 10 hexes. Hexes are items that only have one purpose: to make your life harder.
Ah, cool. I also wonder what the negative effects of the hexes might be.
With 0 upsides.
Okay.
Take the Hex of Strife. Teased at the end of the last Dev Diary, this hex gives the teleporter 1 Shrine of the Mountain.
What do you mean secret?
Effect.
Fucker.
Without the extra rewards. No bonus item, just bonus pain in the shape of bigger, badder bosses. Now let's consider the Hex of Blindness.
What the fuck?
You like being able to see the stage while playing Risk of Rain, right? Seeing where chests are, scouting for distant shrines, anticipating attacks from that Elder Lemurin running at you from miles away. Great stuff. How would you like to not do those things? Sounds pretty inconvenient to me, dude. Well, the Hex of Blindness limits your vision to just 90.
Oh, I like this. Those bosses look weird. Those are the mushroom bosses from Risk of Rain Returns. It's all mushrooms. Okay. Hex of Blindness. This is a skill. This is either a skill issue. This is a skill check, or this is skill presence, bro. Because you need to know the map. I will be skill issuing with this hex on.
6 meters, shrouding the rest of the stage in utter darkness. But why? Why would you even pick up these nefarious nicknames?
I like this false sun skin, by the way. This is really cool.
Haven't you been paying attention? It's the 11 hallowed items, obviously. We'll be keeping the exact method of
Stronger counters during... Oh, this is the
now,
thingy.
but during your run,
So it looks like you transmute the hex into better items,
you will
probably.
discover the ability to rid yourself of these hexes in exchange for hallowed items. Hallowed items are some of the most unique and strongest items in the game.
Unique and strongest items in the game. Unique and strongest item in the game. I don't know how to feel about that. Strongest item. Why isn't it? Okay, sorry for critiquing. I critiqued the game and it didn't want to show me more of the death
Hallowed
diary.
items are some of the most unique and strongest items in the game. Take the Infernal Mark, for example. Going through the pain of a hex or two will be well worth it for this hallowed gift.
Maybe.
Attacking an enemy gives a chance to apply a soul brand. Soul branded monsters draw attention from any enemy near them and have friendly fire enabled.
What?
Allowing the beasts of Petrichor 5 to do your dirty work for you. Alternatively,
That's not fair.
you may be lucky enough to discover the Dream Crucible. When you have one of these hallowed items in your inventory, you have a chance, once per stage, that when another item goes on cooldown or is consumed, that the Dream Crucible will be consumed instead.
What? Okay. Whoa. Blindness should make you fucking super blind if you get Dream Crucible for it, man. What? If it, I mean, it's chance based, but you could theoretically, like, imagine you stack Dream Crucible, man. Oh no, this doesn't solve looping. Bro, looping is going to be even more crazy. Looping is going to be fucked up. Yeah, it's not infinite. I think the Dream Crucible is consumed, but you get potentially 2 sale stars. Imagine you've been stacking watches. You get 10 watches somehow, and then you have Dream Crucible, and you go under the threshold, and this gets consumed, not the watches. Wow.
Mega
Strong.
Rock, double DOs, saved watches, all possible.
He said it! Saved watches!
This is the perfect DLC to introduce this item, as it even works with the Entourmat.
Fanatic summons. For some reason, you can't make out the words on the page. Recharges at the beginning of next stage. What?
Pages we revealed
Oh,
in the
summons.
last Death Diary,
Oh, yeah,
allowing
okay.
you to use them more than once per stage. We can't wait for you to discover the other hexes and hallowed items included in the DLC. Join us next time when we'll be showing off some of the unique trial stages coming in Risk of Rain 2 Hallowed concepts. Thanks again. Bye for now.
Oh, you get to gong the thing in TP. That's cool. What are the comments saying? Add a Necromancer Survivor and my soul is yours. I love Wishlist guy. I'm risking all over the place. Dude, that skin is sick. The mercenary from Risk of Rain 2 said that. Cool. I think you should know what the skin is, you know? Being that he's the mercenary from Risk of Rain 2. Finally, I can play Risk of Rain with the same render distance as my childhood Minecraft experiences. Yes! Good! We're so hallowed back. My rain is risking. Quality hexes are gonna go hard. This guy knows. Is it weird that I'm more excited about the hexes than the hallowed items? Lol, I just like curses. No, that's not weird. Molten Perforator, but this is going to be peak. When affiliate sanctuary update? I don't know, man. Are those sand crabs? What? Let's take a second to find the crazy characters.
Soul branded monsters draw attention from any enemy near them and have friendly fire enabled, allowing the beasts of Petrichor 5.
This is crazy, by the way, because you imagine you like. I think this item is super insane. You tag stages 4 and 5, like no, from 3 to on, like starting from stage 3, you have enemies that can tag you for 600 damage. The friendly fire one and summoning pay. Dude, I love summoning enemies in Risk of Rain. Sounds really cool. I will never deny that. That's sick. But my issue is these supposed hallowed items are probably on the same tier as like legendary items. So I don't know, man. The game, you don't keep the hexes. Imagine you kept, like, imagine the price of having a hallowed item is that you're cursed with a hex. I don't know. I don't know if that's so cool if you lose the curse. It should, like, be weak. You should suffer a little. In my eyes, you should suffer just like, yeah, like a lunar item, but, like, without you don't get to choose. You don't have a way to choose. I think if you didn't have a way to choose any of your lunar items would be so much better. Like, if you go to Newt and they were straight up said, like, he doesn't, like, it's not even confirmed. If there was, like, a chance that the bazaar didn't have lunar items and you can't roll them, that would be fire. But we don't have that. It's not like that. It's, you go there and it's like a deal with the devil from, like, Isaac, but you can choose whatever item you want. They probably didn't want to see. I don't know, man. I think they should have went balls to the wall with that and just said, fuck it, we're gonna send out... You want enemies to kill themselves? Be cursed. Take 20% extra damage. Lose one-shot protection. Fuck it. You want to grasp the power of the gods? You're not a god, bro. You're a survivor. You have to pay both sides. Imagine that would be the thing. This is absurd. Dream Crucible is absurd. Like, I like these items. They're... Lose the ability to jump. Well, we already got that, bro. If you pick up a Faraday spur, you can't jump no more. It's over. No more jumping. It's gone. You can't jump. That's that we already got that, bro. Faraday spur is already like a better lunar item, like than half of the lunar items that we already got in the game, man. Like, that's not... I mean, like, really lose, like, no, that's like a buff to Faraday spur. We can't do that. I mean, it would be fun. Nah, actually, it would be funny. No more jumping could be funny. But again, the other side of it, like, if you're not new, if you're, like, super new to the game and you get the DLC and you can't jump, I think that's probably, like, really bad for your gameplay. And you think to yourself, oh, wow, what a shit game. I picked up this thing and it doesn't let me jump no more. What the fuck? You feel me? But again, I don't know how this, I don't know how the balancing works. I'm saying all of this. Maybe there's some stuff that makes the game harder or something. Or it's just these items get added on to the items that we already have in game, and it's just like a lot of power for us and no actual threat by the enemies. I wonder how many hexes and Hallowed. There's 10 hexes and 11 Hallowed items.
When you have one of these
Hallowed
items, you have a
items.
chance once per stage that when another item goes on cooldown or is consumed, that the Dream Crucible will be consumed instead. Mega Bam proc, double the...
So it's not... No. Wait, if it's... Wait, hold on. Dude, Hex of Strife doesn't sound like a challenge. If you find the Hex of Strife stage 1, I don't mind fighting... Like, it depends on what character I am, but, like, I don't really mind fighting 2 Beetle Queens. Or 2 Vagrants or something, but... I don't know. You don't get an extra item for it, I guess, but I like shooting things, so maybe...
Now let's consider the Hex of...
Alamango, you know how funny it would be if you get 2 quality sales stars with a quality card to copy legendary chests with a dream? Dude, that's what I'm saying! That's what I've been saying, bro! The thingy is insane! The map looks cool as fuck. Yes. Bro, the map looks insane. I think the map looks really, really good. I want to know what this knife is, bro. What the hell is that knife? But I also predict that the cool map can still screw over Best Buddies tracking. Why Best Buddy is so screwed up? Shout out Onyx, man, the developer of the Halcyon and the Halcyon fixes. He told us that the hitbox is super fucked up on the Best Buddy. So if you've ever played the DLC and saw Best Buddy jump onto an enemy and just spin out of control, that's why the Best Buddy is screwed up. Like, his hitbox is all fucked up. Going to the pain of a hex or two. How do you get these items then? Like, do you just pick up a hex and then, oh yeah, you cleared the stage. Here you go. Legendary. Oh my god, the game is going to get way easier. If it's how I'm thinking, the game is going to become way easier. Oh shit, dude. I mean, I say this as I think of myself as being a mid-gamer, okay? I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. I'm right in the middle. I do everything fine enough, right? But I think I can exploit this to my thing, to my profit. So if you go like through 1 or 2 stages, you're just going to get absurdly strong. There's characters that won't be able to like really profit from that. Like if you rewind, there was a grappling shooting in the sky. Let's see. This? I think this is just a stage, dude. This looks like a push up. I like this design though. The stage design is so cool. The stage design is really, really nice. I like how like there's veins, like the fucking trees are coming out of portals. Look at that. And there's like jump pads you can probably jump over and shit. It's like overgrown, but it's like godly influence and everything. It's cool.
Hallowed items are some of the most unique and strongest items in the game.
Maybe we can spot something. There's a war banner here. If you're playing an on-hit, like if you're playing a commando or a multi or like anyone who can just shoot a bunch and you have an infernal mark, you don't need to target prioritization anymore. Just shoot the biggest enemy and all the small enemies attack that guy. If you have AoE, it's GG. Maybe you take the X to something like that, it turns into a value 100 item specific. I don't think it's a counterpart because there are more. There's one more hallowed item than there is a hex. Dude, I'm not sure. I don't want to critique it too much, but they have to really show off with the characters. I like the DLC from the design and everything, but we're essentially just getting 11 items, and like the 4 normal items that get added to the pool, like the boss items and lunar items, which you won't see every time. So like half of the items are just challenges, which is cool, but you don't keep them. There's no payout for it other than the item, and the item seems super strong.
It leads the Pitchable 5 to do your dirty work for you.
But I guess I'm talking from a position where I know that I potentially can exploit it. I think one of the new characters is going to have something to do with hexes, kind of like we've got Void Fiend with the Void Cradles and all that. Probably, maybe. I like this. I like that we're I like the idea, but this all feels like they just looked at Deus Ex Machina and said, okay, hold on, this is crazy. This is broken. Let's do a DLC about broken shit. But again, maybe that works because we're talking about, you know, Nukahana and how powerful she is and whatever. I don't know. Maybe it works. Maybe giving too much power to the player isn't a good idea. Maybe I've played the game too much. Maybe the game's gone. We'll see when the DLC releases.
Join us next time. We'll be showing off some of the unique trial stages coming at Risk of
I like this again.
Bye for now.
That's interesting. Maybe there is a character that gets more that gets stronger if you pick up hexes, and you just want to eat up every single hex you find. Maybe actually could be good. If there is a character that does that, I would like it. The Dream Crucible potentially activating when your band's going cooldown seems less valuable than every other use. And
proc double DO.
Oh shit! Okay. Dream Crucible isn't as strong as I thought. Why is there? What the fuck is this video, by the way? Just quickly, how I ruined the racist streamer's Minecraft server. What the fuck is this thumbnail? Anyways, let's scroll down so we don't see it anymore. Dream Crucible doesn't seem as strong as it is that I thought. If it procs bans, then it's not like if Dream Crucible gets procced by bans, then I don't know how strong that actually is. So it might be actually just a weak thingy. Bet it goes crazy with Clover though. Well, but I doubt the Survivor could use hexes as a resource because then people are only going to pick up hexes if they're playing that Survivor. Yeah, but I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying with like, it would be probably a bit crazy if there's a character that can use hexes as like a way to buff themselves. But I mean, maybe it's not just a buff. Maybe it's something else that comes alongside with it. Ever since we got the DLCs, like the Gearbox DLCs, they really pushed, like, the False Sun has HP maxing, Drifter has buffs with Scrap. Maybe there's something for this new character that they're adding with hexes, but I assume you want to do that on that character anyways. Like, you want to scrap more on the Drifter, you want to take more HP, or in the Void Fiend, you want to take more Void items because the corruption goes up. It's an interesting thought. I'm 50-50. It could come out, it couldn't. There could be a character, there couldn't be a character that does that. That's fine. There might not even be a character that has specific hex buffs. It's just the aircrafting that makes sense to me. It makes sense to me as well, but I don't know if there's going to, like, I'm between camps here. I see why it could be cool, but I also see why you shouldn't be doing that, because I don't know how crazy these hexes could get. Then it's like going to bring up the inner daredevil. You just have to you have to echolocate the enemies. Last Death Diary was like some weeks ago. That scared me so much. When was the last Death Diary? I made a video about it, but like my brain is cooked, so I think everything is like 7 months. It was a month ago. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1 month. Okay, so I don't know what to think of everything right now. I'm not sure. My main point is I feel like the new hallowed items might be a bit too strong, and there are people who have the skills to really abuse that. I don't know. Not sure. Dream Crucible seems like a really cool item. Dream Crucible seems like a really, really strong item. And the Infernal Mark seems like a really, really strong item. And I think just having a challenge for one stage or like one hex that passes isn't too much of a deter, like a thing to ward people off from. Like, if it's a choice you have to do, and you tell me, oh, you're just blind for one stage, you might miss like a few items, but you get an item that makes every like that you give yourself an ability to turn enemies to fight for you. That's like saying, dude, yo, have you heard? I have a you have the what's it called? What's that item called that spawns drones? Editor Quincler is going to fucking add that in, bro, or whoever is still here. It seems like very, very strong, and I'm not sure how that's gonna be whenever we're in the game and just looping and gaming like madmen. You feel me? My gut is telling me that we're getting too much power, and I don't know how to feel about that. But the items, the stages, from what we've seen, look really cool. They'll probably need to be balanced, probably. But if we're looking at how the game is being done right now, they balanced the DLC one time and they haven't touched the games since. So I'm not too sure if they're going to balance the DLC as often as they should. They actually to be bad enough to make those. Yeah, I said that already. I said that. Like, it's too easy. It's too easy for you to pick up. Like, a hex should like be something that makes you actually worry about getting the item. Not, oh, I'm just blind for a stage. I need to fight 2 bosses. I can do that. I know most of the stages well enough to just roam around, and so it looks cool. It looks cool, but I think it has to be harder in some ways. I don't know how they're gonna do that though. I'm not sure. The game might be gone. Like, it might be very easy to play. I guess that's just me saying. Anyways, we're done talking about this right now. I have said what I had to say. TLDR, the hexes look cool. It might be too easy because the effects of the hallowed items might be a bit too strong. The stages look cool. The new skins look pretty cool. But I'm excited and worried. And also, if I edit this like on the weekend, go down below description. Wishlist the DLC on Steam. And thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, join the stream whenever I stream. And yeah, quality hallowed items are going to be even more insane. Let's not talk about that, bro. It's going to go crazy.